Hello guys, welcome to part 2. My phone decided to shut off on me and then I uploaded that one video and now I had to delete it, blah blah blah. So now here we are back to belling out the case to fit the bullet. He shoots, he scores. That's never going to happen again. I got the first couple done, but then my phone shut off. So make sure to have your powder and I don't even remember what this thing's called. Oh, the expander die. That's what it is. Make sure your expander die is inserted properly. That way this bells out so the bullet fits. So you take it like that and you'll feel it grip right there, and now it should be sized. Like that. Got a couple more here to do. Goes all the way up, nice and snug. It drags on the way out. Do the same thing. Just like that. Couple more times here. You hear it drag out. And the last one should be perfect too. Just like that. So that now it's ready for the powder charge and it's ready for the bullet seeder die. So once you get your cases done, set those aside. Take your wrench with your die and unscrew it like that. This pops off like so. And then you take your bullet feed and seat die and screw it in. I already have this screw to this bolt where I need it to be. And like I was saying, I need a new phone or a camera or both. This dash right here on the between the SP and the 14, I line that notch up with this right here, so you always have a marking point. So you're not constantly having to readjust your dies every time. Now with 357, you got to raise this up a couple more turns because it's a longer case. But as of right now, it's already set for 38 special. I have this lined up with this notch, and my specs are 1455 to 1440. Because with the 125 grain unique load I did have, this worked perfect. And the Hodgdon powders call for an extra like 1/15 of an inch difference. I haven't noticed anything, and my gun hadn't blown up, and my groups are actually halfway accurate and they go where I want them to. So once you get this set up, come over here to the powder charge. I'm using HP 38 at the moment. And then unscrew this. And normally there's a vacuum seal under the lid. Peel this off. Then you just pour your powder in. Just like that. You don't need a lot. Because even if you load 100 rounds, this will still be full by the time you're done. Not unless you're loading super hot 357s, then yeah, I had to reload it twice. But there's that. So then you take your bullet, make sure everything is right. You don't want no tearing or splitting of the case mouth, splitting of the case, no corrosion. Just good, simple, clean cases. So everything's safe and won't cause damage. Then, just stick this right here. Hope that's getting it. Turn on the scale, and my charges need to be between 5.2 and 5.4. And right now I'm at 5.3, so we're doing good. Then come here to the funnel, shove your case up like that. Take this, put it in the funnel. Physically inspect that there's powder in there. Like that. Put that in your shell holder. Put your bullet on like this. And when you raise it up, this thing should come out reading with your desired specifications. Now, to make sure you have everything, you're going to need a caliper. That's over here. I forgot. I moved it for easier access. So right now, take your bullet and put it in your caliper. And we're just a smidgen under what we need. It won't blow up your gun. It can be a few hundredths of an inch off. But if you run into that problem, this top knob right here, if you just barely back it out like that, take your next shell casing, inspect it. Again, because even with that expander die, a shell can go in perfect and come out the form. Like that, and then the same thing. Just shove your bullet in, go like that, inspect it, and 5.3 is what we want. Once again, take your bullet, put it in the funnel, drop the gunpowder in, take shell casing, shove it in here, put bullet on, crank it up, and we should be between 1439 and 1441. And we're at 1443, which is good for me. Sometimes it calls for 1445, sometimes it calls for 1440, and sometimes it calls for 1455. Everything, I haven't had any problems, and I've shot over 500 reloads so far. And everything's been going decent, and this is basically my basic measurement for 38 Special. Oh, and this is plus P rounds, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I'm reloading 38 plus P rounds. The regular 38 Special calls for 4.9 grains of HP 38, and I'm using 5.3 to 5.5. Just for reference point. So then, once again, repeat the process. That. Now, sometimes these scales, you could measure this thing 100 times and it'd be off. See, like that. How did 10 grains come out? Don't know. That's why I always measure my loads. Because you don't want to put a double charge in there or you will blow up your gun. Once again. Cool, we're at 5.3. This is why I measure everything. You don't want not enough powder, you don't want too much powder. Too much powder will blow up your gun. I don't care how good it is. I watched a Smith & Wesson M&P explode just from a bad shell casing. And once again, after you confirm everything's right, shove it up, bring it back down. Oh, right on the money. It's just under spec, but it's within spec. So between 1440 and 1445, you can go as low as 1437. I haven't gone any lower than that. And for the final one, make sure powder went in. Did powder go in? Yes, it did. And make sure your scale says 0 by 0.4. Yep. Take this, stick this here. Confirm there's powder back in it, because you don't want no accident. And final bullet. Alright. That one looks better than the last ones I built. Oh, that one's dead on the money. This one calls for 14